As you all know in life, we have to make sure that we celebrate the small milestones in our journey of life and also the major milestone. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the best is yet to come. This is the Ownership and Greatness Show, and I'm your host, Joe Chege. Let's dive in.
Ownership and greatness.
Some of you might have heard that quote, the best is yet to come. And when I reminisce on that statement, for me, especially in this moment, it's profound because this is our episode 20 of the Ownership and Greatness Show. And I'm so pumped up because, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be making sure I celebrate every single milestone I make because this is progress to me. And when I get to this point and I reflect on where I started and where I am today, I'm so pumped up and so grateful because I've learned so much. I've been able to talk to so many people. I've been able to connect and network with a lot of people and learn based on the path that I'm taking. Learning more about the podcasting business, and not only that, most importantly, hearing the stories of great people who aspire to do great things and have been able to accomplish great goals with minimum amount of resources. And a true testament of if you decide to go out there and chase your vision and dream, it is possible. So on today's episode, I'm here to celebrate this milestone because it's important for me to look at where I was and where I am to be able to forge forward in this road called life. So when I think about that, when I think about this milestone, the best phrase that can actually help me catapult to the next level of this podcast is the best is yet to come. I've always believed that what I'm doing right now is just the beginning. This is me laying down the foundation. This is us connecting together and building a community at the beginning stage of a great adventure or a great movement that we're going to use to be able to impact people's life in a major way. And that goes to anyone that's working on their dreams, anyone that's working on the aspiration. Anytime you make those strides, make sure you celebrate because I feel like we are so caught up in the end of the journey, or we are so caught up on finalizing on the end results that we miss on the small milestone that we're making and the progress that we're making in this life. So I'm encouraging myself. I'm pumping up myself. I'm like, you know what, Joe? The best is yet to come. You know, you might not be where you want to be, but the best part is you're progressing towards that. You're still on the journey. You're still showing up. You're not giving up. You know what I mean? So today, I just want you guys to celebrate with me as we make this milestone, episode 20. It's great. I'm super pumped up because it's a true testament that I decided I was going to stay on course. I was going to show up every Tuesday. I was going to show up every Friday for Motivation Friday. I was going to show up and make sure I'm creating a relevant content that empowers and impacts people's life. And I'm going to learn from the people that I meet and interview. And it's been a great journey. And this is just the beginning. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you who's on this journey with me as I continue to learn more about podcasting, as I continue to learn more about following my dreams and aspiration and just putting myself out there without having fear of what's going to come. Like I said, or like I've said in some of the past episodes, we have to step out of our comfort zone for us to become great. If I want to become great, if I want the best thing in life, I have to step out of my comfort zone and just do what needs to be done. I don't have to have all the resources for me to be able to be great or to be able to fulfill my goals and aspirations. I just have to start somewhere. And once you start, then you're going to start seeing this snowball effect, like it's rolling and building up, and you have all this momentum. And once you have the momentum, then it's game time. So I'm grateful. And like I said, I was thinking about it and I'm like, what's the best word that I can actually define where I'm headed right now? And I'm like, yo, it's the Frank Sinatra's words that the best is yet to come. And this is for all of us. Believe in yourself. Believe that where you are right now is not going to define where you're going to be in the next 2 or 3 years or even a month from now. Your best is yet to come. Like whatever you've done previously or whatever you did yesterday, that's past success. Now, how are you going to be able to step up to your next level? How are you going to be able to use whatever you have right now, reinvent that wheel, add your own little spice, and then take it to the next step? I have a philosophy that I live by where I believe my past will not define who I am. I always say it's not how you start the race, but how you finish that really matters. And as we all know, life is a blessing. When you wake up, be grateful, count your blessing on this journey of life, and ask yourself, am I where I'm supposed to be? Am I working towards fulfilling or impacting people's life, or am I just settling down and conforming to the ways of the world? So I wake up sometimes and I'm like, do I really want to do this? And then I remind myself, you made a promise to yourself that this year you want to become better, that you want to step out and do great things, but you can't do those things if you're still stuck in your old ways. So it's just a reminder, like you for you to build muscle memory, you have to do the same thing. Like you have to make sure you're redoing the same thing every single day until you get used to it. So sometimes when I'm down, bro, I'll be going back to my own motivation and I'm like, Joe, you need to go back to episode so and so and encourage yourself. Like you've been giving people the same message. Now you need to listen to your own message to motivate yourself. That's just clean facts about life. So no matter what challenges you're facing, no matter what obstacles you have in your life right now, just remember the best is yet to come. Don't settle in your misery or or wallow in your pain or in the position that you're in right now and feel like that's the end of you. Nah. Always remember, everything in life is seasonal. Like it shall pass. Whatever you're feeling right now, when you give it time, when you continue working on what really matters in your life, it shall pass. So be encouraged, be empowered, and continue thinking of a way that you can use your life to create more impact in people's life. The best is yet to come. And this is for all of us. This is just a celebration as we take on this journey of life, believing in ourselves, believing in all the great things that we aspire to be. It is possible. It is definitely possible. So just thinking about it, like just being in front of the camera every now and then is helping me become more confident when it comes to like speaking engagements. And I'm also like plotting and planning because I have to take this to the next level. And I'm asking myself, okay, you have all these things that I've laid out. How are you going to be able to use this as a vehicle to be able to create more impact? And that's the beauty about the journey of life. Like when I'm taking it steady and slowly, one day at a time, one episode at a time. And every time I'm doing this, I'm refining my craft. I'm tweaking here and there, trying to make sure I'm fixing my audio, trying to make sure my video is on point. Like every day is a progression and it's a growth. And that's the beauty. That's the best element about growth. Because I'm not stagnant. I'm not stuck in the same section. All I'm doing is growing and learning and relearning and changing the things that are not working best for me and trying to figure out how I can make them better. And once you think about it all, it creates a story on its own, because now when years go by, I'll be able to tell a story of where we were so and so years and what we've been able to accomplish, and use that as a testimonial so that the next person can use that example, use that blueprint to elevate to the next level or to the next phase of their journey in life. Always believe refinement precedes assignment. You have to be refined before you are assigned on your impactful mission. Like, you have to go through the ups and downs to make you a master in your skill set. So be encouraged. Whatever you're trying to build, whatever skill set you're trying to learn, whatever you're trying to work on, and you don't feel like you belong there, you feel like you have the imposter syndrome where you feel like, am I really supposed to be doing this? I'm not fully equipped to do it. Nah, you are capable as long as you're willing to learn, as long as you're willing to put in the 10,000 hours. You're willing to study, you feel that you're willing to learn from mentors or the people who came before you or the people who've been doing it for a minute. Just go and study them and see how are they able to stay relevant for so many years, and how are they able to monetize whatever skill set that they have and have been able to remain relevant. Once you figure that out, then it becomes so easy. But the most important thing, like I spoke about on the last segment or the last episode, is own your truth. You have to own your truth and believe in yourself before anything else. And once you believe in yourself, and once you're willing to stand for what is right and what you believe in, then you can always go out there and you won't feel like imposter syndrome, but you'll be like, you know what, I believe in this project, I believe in this product, I believe it's going to be able to impact and change people's life, and I stand with it. I stand on my truth, and I'm going to be able to do what needs to be done. So be encouraged this week, Ownership and Greatness family. Be encouraged as you venture out into the next phase of your life. As you hit your small milestone, aiming for the major milestone, celebrate them just like I'm doing it today. Don't wait for anyone else to come and push you to do what's necessary. My major theme for this week is no excuse. Like, all I'm aiming for is execution over excuse. Let's not dwell on the excuses that we've been telling ourselves, but let's aim more on executing every single goal that we set for ourselves. We have to be mindful of what we're doing and then make sure that we stay on top of it, hold ourselves accountable, and then just keep on doing it. And then once we find our own rhythm, once we find a system that works for us, then it's going to be easy. I believe that we are all aiming to live a better life that we used to live in the past. And as we accomplish stepping out of our comfort zone and becoming great, we know we have to sacrifice some of our old habits for us to be able to become better. So I salute each and every one of you who decided in 2022, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to learn a new skill. I'm going to improve on my skill. I'm going to step out of my fear and do what needs to be done. And you're doing it right now. You're executing instead of having excuses. I salute you. I believe I just posted a post on my story on IG, and it's talking about your excuses will always be there, but the opportunities are not always gonna be there. Like, if you have to do something, just jump on it and do it, because opportunities always fall on those who are already prepared. Sometimes if you don't prep in advance, then the opportunity is going to miss you. So make sure you stay on top of you, because the opportunities are not going to be there every single day. Like, it's not going to wait for you. Like I said last time, time waits for no man. So always prep for what needs to be done. And then when the opportunity comes, at least let it find you already prepped and ready to roll with it. So just always make it a habit. Refine yourself every single day. You don't have to do much. If you can improve your skill set, if you can spend 30 minutes of your time every single day, just 30 minutes every single day working on your craft, trust me, within 6 months, you'll be in another level compared to someone who doesn't even spend a single minute working on themselves. So 30 minutes of working on yourself for 6 months will create a huge difference, and it's going to help you create better habits and discipline in your craft compared to someone who doesn't even do that. So, like I said, be encouraged. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on working on your dreams and aspirations. Don't give up. That's always going to be my main theme. Like, this is something you'll hear from me every now and then, because I feel like sometimes as humans we have to be reminded for us for it to click, or for the switch for us to get that switch where we are like, you know what, this is my eureka moment. I need to do this. So just remember, the best is yet to come. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on making sure you're stepping in to your next level of your life with confidence, with courage, with joy too, and also being hopeful. Because I feel like when you're optimistic and you're hopeful, it helps a lot. Like when you feel like you're down, when you don't feel like you have a reason to do it, just be hopeful that things are going to be better than they are right now. Personally, like over this weekend, I was doing some research because lately I'm talking to people, and I feel like since the pandemic hit, people have so much going on in their lives, and we're at a point where some of us, because of the isolation, because of how things are set up, we are yearning that connection that we had before, like just being close with your family and relatives, and also friends, making, like, being on social events where we can connect and share our stories and also interact. But with all this stuff going around right now, we are more secluded. We don't get that the connection that we had before. And I was studying, I'm looking at how people are reacting, like people on the edge and all that. And I'm thinking about this topic about mental health that people keep on throwing here and there. And I was like, I was fascinated about it. I'm like, I know there's so much going on, and then you have the metaverse coming. Like, and I know I spoke about being connected to the matrix and all that, and how we can disconnect and find ourselves and be able to connect with humanity at the level where it's relevant. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm fascinated by the whole subject of mental health. And I'm personally, and I'm sharing it with you because I'm on a personal journey where I want to understand, I want to do a research or more in regards to mental health, so that I can be able to share with my creatives, share with entrepreneurs, because I know sometimes on our entrepreneurship journey, on our creative journey, we have so much going on in our mind as we as we are challenged by creative block, as we are challenged by procrastination, as we are challenged by the different things that we encounter in life. And my goal is, hopefully in the next few episodes, I'm planning to see how I can be able to bring guests, and not only that, be able to expound on this topic of mental health, because I feel like it's necessary in these times that we're living right now. So if you guys have any question that you would love us to break down, if you guys have if you have any guest or any research that you have that you feel like it's helpful in regards to the mental health issue, feel free to DM me. Feel free to share it on all our social media platforms, whichever works for you, and then I can be able to at least find guests who are gonna be able to come in here and help us understand it more, because I feel like it's something it's necessary in this time that we're living right now. And it's not only that it's necessary, considering that the current, I'll say, like, it's necessary considering like where we are right now. People need to have, like, we need to, I feel like it's a topic that is necessary, and it's not spoken about most of the time, but it's necessary, especially for the youth, for the teenagers, and also for us as a human race. It's necessary for us to figure out how we're gonna pivot and make sure our minds are right to be able to focus on our goals and aspiration, and how can we find balance between our day-to-day mundane task, and not only that, our day-to-day hustle of trying to create, of trying to become the best version of ourselves, and also to spend time with our family. How are we going to be able to find a balance between entrepreneurship, also working our jobs, refining our skills, and also finding a balance in between? So I believe mental stability and mental health is important when it comes to life in general, and hopefully you're going to join me as I go also on the journey of just understanding it more, and we can all learn together and be able to make our lives and our health better. So that's something I felt like I would share with you guys, because it's something I'm trying to also dive into, to be able to understand better and be able to learn, and hopefully be able to share with you guys in the near future. But all in all, like I said, this is episode 20 of the Ownership and Greatness, and I'm super pumped up for being able to hit this milestone. It's major, it's great, and I'm super pumped up. And for you, I just want to encourage you and remind you the best is yet to come. Just as I believe too that your best is yet to come. Keep doing what you're doing. It's great. Keep working on your dreams, on your aspiration, on your goals, and anything that you set for yourself. I believe you can accomplish it as long as you stay on top of it, as long as you don't give up on yourself, as long as you show up even when you don't feel like showing up. It's necessary, because you're trying to live a better life and you're trying to step into the next level of your life. Super pumped up for this, and like I said, it was nice linking up. Hope to see you guys on the next episode of Ownership and Greatness. I'm your host, Joe Chege. Peace and blessing. All right, thank you. All right, fam. Like I said, thank you so much for tuning in to the Ownership and Greatness episode 20. It was a blessing catching up with you guys. As usual, thank you so much for all the people who've subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the interaction. And also, I don't want to forget all the people that are following us on Spotify and all the other podcast platforms. Thank you for subscribing and also leaving us a review. It's super helpful and we appreciate. And for the new listeners, if this is your first time and you haven't had a chance, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you can always be notified whenever we drop an informative episode just like this one. And most definitely, we're going to continue connecting, continue building a community where we can all share stories of greatness in regards to how we can make our lives better and how we can step out of our comfort zone and become great in life. I appreciate all that you guys are doing, and I speak blessing and love your way. Peace and blessing. See you next time. Thank you.
Ownership and Greatness.